Tonight I'm just gonna ramble a little bit. I don't do too many things for like collecting, but I do have a fingernail polish collection. If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you'll probably know or notice that I change my fingernails a lot. I usually have natural nails. Every once in a while I will do fake ones, but I can't leave them on too long because I have a thing where they sort of bother me having them on my real nails. So I don't have them very often. It's mostly just when I kind of want them for a video. Most of the time they're just my natural ones. So I thought we'd go through my fingernail polish collection and I would ramble just a little bit about that and the colors and things. Okay, good. Alright, I have like a big bin that I have a lot of different colors. So there's two sides of it. So let's look at the one side. Alright, this side has a lot of my favorites. I'm going to start by talking about a brand called Morgan Taylor. This is actually my favorite brand fingernail polish. It works so well. There's not very much chipping that happens, and it's just one coat and you're done. You don't have to keep going over and over it to get the color that you like, which is really nice. This one is pretty popular. I see it or you might have seen it in my videos a lot. It's kind of that red metallic one that I wear, and it's called Vixen in a Mask. So I'm actually almost out of this one, so I might need to get more, because this is probably one of the most popular colors that I wear. I like it a lot. It's just really beautiful, and like I said, the color is so rich right out of the gate. You don't even have to do multiple layers. Another Morgan Taylor one I have is actually the one I'm wearing now. I think it's a little darker on the camera. Looks maybe more black, but in real life it's kind of just like a really, really dark burgundy. So almost so dark it looks black, but it's called Bella's Vampire, and it's super dark. I got a little paint there, but that's okay. I just really like this color. I like a lot of really dark colors, like black and reds. I tend to gravitate more towards, but again, Morgan Taylor is just such a nice color selection, and then good quality. Since we're doing Morgan Taylor, I'll do another. This one I think was in my last couple, and it's green, and this one is called Miss Crawley's Chic. I like this one because it reminds me of like a beetle, like the back, like those little Christmas beetles. They're so cute. And this is just like a really beautiful metallic kind of green, and I like to wear it anytime, but especially around Christmas. So let's see, another brand that I have is OPI. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I have sort of a love-hate relationship with OPI. I like a lot of their colors, but I don't really think that it covers that well, and it doesn't last very long, at least in my experience. I have quite a few OPIs, well, not quite a few, but several, and I mostly just kind of keep hoping maybe I've gotten some dud bottles or something, but I think overall I'm not terribly impressed, especially for the price that these cost. I'm not really like a fingernail polish. Like, I don't really care about the brands. I mostly look at the colors. This one is called Abstract After Dark, and it's probably my favorite one. It's kind of like a metallic purpley black, and I think the applicators for the OPIs are kind of nice. They have like a nice thick brush, but I think the Morgan Taylor ones are a little better. Like I mean, I got this color in one swipe. It was just, well, two maybe. One down, that was it. That's all I had to do for this, and that was the Morgan Taylor. For these ones, I usually have to put multiple coats on to kind of get the color that, you know, you see in the bottle, which is fine, it's typical. It's just one of the reasons why I'm usually very impressed with the Morgan Taylor, because I don't have to do that. I just get the immediate color kind of right out of the gate. This is a brand that I just recently tried, which I actually really love as well. It's ILNP, and this one's honestly really similar to the last one. It's called Deep Space, and it's really beautiful. I should put it on again one of these days. But I like to put this over the top of like a dark color like this, because then it looks like a galaxy. I really like it. And honestly, this has a similar feel to the Morgan Taylor, where it's very like full coverage right away. The only thing I kind of don't like is how thin the brush is. But other than that, I'm fairly impressed with it. I like it. I have a few other colors of this one. This one's kind of like a bronze metal. It's called Abundance. I've worn this on my hands a couple of times. I'm not as big of a fan of the color, and I don't know if I've done any videos with this one. Maybe one, I can't remember. But a full coverage, it looks just like the bottle. It's like a nice kind of bronzy color, which is really good. But I don't think it looked as nice on me as I thought it might. So, and then this one is kind of like a unicorny kind of glitter. It's got like a lot of sparkles, and again, I like to wear it on top of a dark color like that because it really makes it kind of sparkle and shine. I really like this brand a lot, but I do still think the Morgan Taylor is my favorite, but very good. Very good. The bottles are also very satisfying, so which is good. The other brands are more like Drugstore. This one is just a Revlon. I weirdly like the way Revlon covers, so I've gotten several of these ones, but unfortunately they don't last as long as some of those nicer ones. But I change my nail color so often that it doesn't really bother me too much. I just change it when it starts chipping off. This one is called Amethyst Smoke, and this one, it does take like quite a few layers to get this kind of nice purple color, but it's really pretty when it does go on. So this one is maybe like halfway done. I haven't worn it a lot, but I do think there's quite a few videos with this particular color. I like it. And then this one, which I haven't mixed it up in ages. I haven't worn it in a while. So I think there's one of my more popular videos. It's where I'm like, there's a red blanket and I'm kind of just doing like a pretend massage. I'm wearing this color in that video. This one is called Hypnotic Captivate. Hypnotic Captivate. I never actually looked at the color title. And it's a very vibrant pink, like electric-y pink. It's not something I typically wear. I think I was just looking for something a little different. And this one, I don't know, I just picked it out and thought, let's try something a little different. So every once in a while, I'll wear like brighter colors on the nails, but not very often. That one still has a lot left. So, and I think I got these. They're like really cheap ones. They're those LA Colors Hypnotic. These are ones I only wear like over the top of a dark one, kind of like those other ones I have, because they really make them shimmer and shine. I'm a really big fan of like glitter and sparkle on my nails. But those chip off like nobody's business. Looking on the other side, I have another couple of those LA Colors, which honestly are really similar. They're just like really, they do not cover very much, so you sort of have to put them over one of these dark colors to really see the color, but that's okay. They're beautiful, but they don't last, so that's okay. I do also have like, for my fake nails, like these little glue, or no, I don't know, like stickers, so they'll stick on. That way I can get them off a lot quicker. If I glue them on, it's a little harder, plus I think it's rougher on my nails. So these are kind of nice. I've had the same ones for a long time, because I don't use fake nails very often. Oh, here's one that I hate. You've probably never seen this one in a video. It's like an off-white color. I don't know why I was thinking I could use this one as like a base and do some like nail art. It looks terrible. I think I've used it twice. I gave it a second chance. It's called Be Yourself, B-E-E. And it's like slightly yellow, but it looks terrible on me. I don't know, the color just doesn't suit me at all, so I don't know why I keep it. It's there. It was very good quality though. Entity Clean Breathable Nail Lacquer. It had a nice wide applicator on it, and honestly it really went on well. It did, and it did last a while. It was so ugly I couldn't do any videos with this one. Let's see, I do have, here's another OPI one. It's got like a blue metallic. I have worn this in a few videos, but not for a long time. I think this was more worn a few years ago. Some of my nail polishes are a little old. It's called Chopsticks and Stones, but it's like a metallic blue, and I like it, but I don't think blue's a very good color on me, and I think that's why I've just never worn it. And then OPI in general for me just doesn't seem to last that long. Not for how much I pay for it, so I'm kind of a frugal person, so I don't like spending a lot of money on stuff and not having it work well. So, here's another OPI one. This one's just straight up black. It is called Black Onyx. And I will say, I think this is the worst black nail polish I've ever gotten, and I really like black. It was right out of the, I don't know, maybe this was just an old bottle that I bought, but right out of the gate it was just like thick and kind of goopy, and it just didn't spread well. So I don't know, I didn't like it right from the start. I don't know why I still have it. I have actually several others. Yes, it's just like sticky and goopy, and that's how it was like immediately. So like I said, maybe I just got a bad bottle, but I think I've had enough OPI colors that overall, I don't care for the brand. I wish they didn't make such beautiful colors. I'd probably stop buying them. Let's see. I do have just a Revlon black. So this one it doesn't even have a name. It's just, oh no it does. It's called Knockout. It's just black. And I just have this weird thing with Revlon nail polish. I think the quality is pretty decent and they're cheap, so it's kind of like, might as well. I do like the way they spread as well, but you do need a couple of coats to do these ones. But that's alright, I don't mind. Kind of doing my nails is a relaxing thing for me, so I change them often. Sometimes I'll keep them on for a week, sometimes less, but I do like to change them. Let's see. I have another Revlon, which is kind of a sparkly bluey purple. This one is called Sultry. I have not worn this one very often either, just because it's kind of blue, and I don't think blue looks very good on me, so. But, again, it does cover pretty nicely. And although the applicators for the Revlons are kind of on the thinner side, I feel like the brush kind of spreads a little more and it allows the polish to apply pretty evenly. Let's see, another Revlon. This one again, I think I liked this one more in theory, but when I actually put it on, it doesn't look good. I think I had done this one in a couple of videos, but I ended up making the video black and white because I hated the color so much, which is funny because it's like sort of the color of my shirt. It's called Teak Rose. It's like a salmony color, like, you know, like that kind of reddish pink, but with an orangey kind of undertone. I don't know. I like this color on other things, but not on my nails. And then this one is I've worn this one in quite a lot of videos. It's called Desirable, and it's like a pink color, but it goes on very like sheer. So you kind of build it up with a couple of layers and it just looks really beautiful, like a rose gold. I like to wear this one when my nails are really long. I've been struggling to kind of grow my nails out, so I haven't worn this one quite as much, but I do like it. And then this one, I'm actually almost out of it. It's almost gone, and I really need to get more because I really like it. It's like a gunmetal gray, and it's called Sophisticated, and it's one of my favorite colors. I haven't worn it in ages because I've been out, and I've got to find more, but I do really like it. It's a good color. But Revlon, again, it doesn't last as long as like the Morgan Taylor ones, but they just have really nice colors and they do apply well. And like I said, I change mine often enough that I think it's okay. And then I have a couple more of those LA colors. I honestly kind of forgot I had so many of these. This one is actually one I like to wear by itself. So the nails look kind of like nude, but it has like a glitter on it. It's really hard to get off though, I will say. That's the only thing I like. When I was younger, I was a courier and I would always deliver to this nursing home. And one of the receptionists had like the most beautiful hands I've ever seen in my life. They were kind of like long and, you know, I wouldn't say like thin, but just like, they looked very elegant. And her nails were like really long and perfect, but they were like natural nails. And she always wore like clear glitter nail polish so you could kind of see her real nail, but they still looked kind of glitzy. And I feel like I've been chasing that look for my whole life since I stopped, being a courier. So some days I like to wear these just to kind of look like that, because I just remember being so impressed with that one. And then this one I really hate. I think I've worn it once. It's got a lot of like bigger glitter pieces, and I feel like you can do certain techniques like applying them with sponges and things like that, but overall I think the bigger glitter nail polishes just don't apply well, and I don't think they look as nice on the nail as they do in the bottle, so I should probably just get rid of it, but I probably won't. And then I have this one, this Salon Perfect. I don't even know anything about this brand. It was like on sale. And this one's called He's With Me. And it's like a glittery red. I do sometimes wear this one closer to Valentine's Day. I just love the glitter red. So beautiful. Not a great nail polish though, I will say. It does not last very long. It's just really pretty. And then this one is called Sinful Colors, and it's like a really bright, bold red. It's called Go-Go Girl. Also not a great nail polish. It does not... I think this is probably one of the worst ones I have. Probably why you don't see it very often on my nails, but I do like the color. And then this one... I haven't worn this one in ages. It's starting to separate a little bit, but it's China Glaze. I used to have more China Glaze colors, but they start out really good. But after a while, well, not even a while, I feel like kind of a weirdly short time, they tend to like separate and get a little goopy, so I stopped buying this brand. But right out of the gate, China Glaze is pretty good as well. This one's called Spontaneous, and it's just like a lavender purple. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't think I can get this open. Yeah, it's been a while since I wore that one. And then, I think I've just got one more. Another Sinful Color Professional. It's like a light bubblegum pink. And then this is another one that does not look good on me, so I don't wear it. But it is kind of a pretty color, so alright, that is it, guys. That's my whole nail collection currently. There's been a lot of colors over time that I've used up and got rid of and switched out, so some of the ones on my channel you might have seen, there might be gone, but this is what I currently have, so thanks for listening to my ramble. I hope you have a wonderful night. Good night.